All right, so what's up, guys? What's up? What's up? All right, man. So I guess I was wrong about my prediction. As Duke lost to the University of North Carolina in the NCAA Final Four, or you could say the NCAA National Semifinals, right? Man, but that was a good game. But damn, Duke Duke University lost to the University of North Carolina, and the final score was 81-77 as North Carolina beat Duke. Man, but I really thought that Duke was going to beat them, even though I'm not a Duke fan. But understanding that in a lot of sports, they rely on a lot of storylines, and it will be great. It will be a great storyline if Coach Mike Krzyzewski, the head coach for the Duke men's basketball team, being that this is his final season coaching a basketball team, it'll be good. It would have been good for the storyline for him to end his career with a national championship. That would have made a lot of ratings. If Duke, I mean, even though I think that this national championship will make a lot of ratings, but if Duke made it to this year's national championship, being that it's Mike Krzyzewski's final season, wow, it would have been even more viewers. The TV ratings for the national title game on Monday would have been even higher. But congrats to UNC. UNC did their thing. Yeah. For those of you that missed it, in the semifinal round of the NCAA men's Division I basketball tournament, the Final Four, the University of North Carolina defeated Duke University, and the final score was 81-77. But damn, this kid Caleb Love, the guard for North Carolina, that got stepped up in the second half, man. I didn't know he had that in him. This dude stepped up in the second half. I always thought he was I always looked at him as just a spot-up shooter. But damn, this dude stepped up scoring-wise, man. And I think it was the final 26 seconds of the game, and Caleb Love shot that final three-point shot. That was a dagger. And once I saw him hit that shot, I said, that was it. That was it. This game is over. So therefore, and I was correct. So therefore, and there was a game prior to that in which the University of Kansas, or Kansas University, played against Villanova University, and they slaughtered Villanova. So on Monday, April 4th, 2022, the national championship game will be between Duke. The national championship game will be between UNC and Kansas. So UNC, the University of North Carolina Tar Heels, will play against the Jayhawks of Kansas University. Man, but this UNC and Duke game, that was a very good game. That was one hell of a good game. Message. Hold on for a minute. Okay, right? Yeah. But that was a very good game, though, man. That was a very good game in regards to the Duke and North Carolina game. I mean, but I felt that, with the Duke game, the Duke and UNC game, the star of Duke, Paolo Banchero, he should have been much more selfish with the ball when it comes to his scoring. They should have made more plays for him where he scored a lot. He should have scored a lot more than he did. I mean, he played well today. He played well tonight. But the fact that he was unguardable, Coach K should have set up more plays revolving around him scoring. He should have shot the ball more. I believe that if the star of Duke, Paolo Banchero, if he scored more, Duke could have won the game. But hey, I can't doubt I can't sit there and not give props to North Carolina. North Carolina won, and they beat Duke. So I guess my prediction of Duke winning it all was incorrect, and I'll take that. I'll take the L. I'll take the L. I'll take the L. Damn. I know a lot of people in Vegas lost their money tonight because a lot of people was betting on Duke. Damn. Thank God I didn't bet. But then that was a good game. This guy, Caleb Love, the guard for the University of North Carolina, this dude, he stepped up big time in the second half. And another thing, like, this is the thing with Mike Krzyzewski, man. I mean, I never got it with Mike Krzyzewski as a coach, is that a lot of times when he have a star player who has a very hot hand, just like how the star player Paolo Banchero had a hot hand, he would still try to set up plays where he would still try to set up, he like, how could I say this? It's like most coaches in basketball, right? When their star player have a hot hand, they will keep making plays for their star player with the hot hand to keep scoring until his hand is not hot anymore. But Mike Krzyzewski, he's the type of coach where even if his star player has a very hot hand and is scoring a lot, he'll still set up plays where other players would still score. I mean, he'll still set up plays for other players in which, you know, I get it that Mike Krzyzewski, he's like a team basketball type of guy. He's real big when it comes to a team game. But when it comes to a big game like this and your star player is playing good, you need to set up more plays where your star player have more shots. Damn. That was a good game, though. That was a very good game. Damn. And this is Mike Krzyzewski's final game as a head coach because he's retiring after this. Damn. So, yeah, I was wrong. My prediction was wrong. I thought Duke was going to win it all. Thought Duke was going to win it all. But they didn't, obviously. But, you know, that would have been a great storyline if Duke beat UNC, made to the national championship against Kansas, and then beat Kansas. That would have been a story for the ages in sports. That would have been one hell of a storyline. But yeah, I was wrong, guys. I was wrong. I thought that Duke was going to win the national championship this year. I predicted that, you know, due to the storyline of Mike Krzyzewski retiring after this season. And, you know, the whole world wanted to see Mike Krzyzewski win the championship in his final season. But, hey, man, UNC said no way. UNC said no way. Damn. And who would have ever thought that this year's North Carolina men's basketball team would have made it all the way to the national championship? Because they did not have the best. They had a good season this year, but they did not have a great season. They did not have in my opinion, a season that was like a championship season. You know, for those of you guys that watch basketball, when you would see a championship caliber team playing the regular season and you see how they play, you're like, okay, these guys have the chance to win it all. These guys, and you see how they played during the regular season, it's like North Carolina did not have that championship-like season. It's not like the 2017 North Carolina team in which you know they was going to win the championship. It's not like the 2009 North Carolina team with Tyler Hansborough and Ty Lawson and Danny Green. It's not like the 2005 North Carolina team with Raymond Felton and Rashad McCants and Sean May and Marvin Williams. See, those North Carolina teams, You looked at what they did in the regular season, you knew they was going to go all the way. And this was not that type of North Carolina team. Like, you didn't, like, who would have expected them to make it all the way to the national championship? Man, but they did upset Baylor in the Sweet 16, though. Yeah, not the Sweet. I think in the second, no, not the Sweet 16, in the second round of the tournament, when North Carolina played against Baylor and beat Baylor in the second round, right? They eliminated Baylor. That was a big upset because Baylor was the number one seed of that regional. But damn, it's going to be an interesting national championship between the University of North Carolina and Kansas. Hey, you know what? This is all set up for Kansas to win. I see Kansas winning this because Kansas, like if you watch Kansas play throughout this whole tournament, Kansas was just beating people down. Good Lord. Damn. But the star player, Paolo Banchero, the star player for Duke, oh yeah, I think he's going to be the number one draft pick in this year's NBA draft. He's out of there. He's not going to stay in college, man. Paolo Banchero is one of those players where he only went to college for 1 year because he had to. If anybody know about the draft, the NBA draft eligibility rules, that yeah, in order for a player to be eligible for the NBA draft, a player have to enter the draft a year after they graduate high school, which is why a lot of top high school players just play 1 year of college ball and then they go to the NBA draft. That's due to that eligibility rule that the NBA has. So Paolo Banchero, he's one of those players. He only went to college because he had to. So he's going to the draft. I think he's going to be the number one draft pick. You know, I went to a lot of websites and I saw I was looking at a few mock drafts for this year's NBA draft. I saw a few mock drafts, and a few websites predict that the Houston Rockets will get the number one pick this year. And it was predicted that a player named Chet Holmgren, which is the center for Gonzaga University, would be the number one draft pick. But I don't think he'll be the number one draft pick this year. I really think that Paolo Banchero would be the number one pick. Yeah. Yeah, Third Ward said, shout out to my UNC Tar Heels, fuck Duke. Hey, I'm not a Duke fan. I'm not a Duke fan or UNC fan. But shoot, UNC did their thing, though. Shout outs to UNC. They did their thing. They did their thing, man. UNC did their thing. Yeah, I got to give it up for UNC, man. You know, you can't hate on UNC. They did their thing. You know, but I don't think they'll beat Kansas, though. I think Kansas will beat them down. In my opinion. Yo, but that was a good game, Third Ward. That was one hell of a good game. That UNC and Duke game that we just saw, that was a very good game. Man. But what was I going to say? Yeah. Okay, the star player for UNC, Brady Manick, he's going to the draft. He's a senior anyway. He's a senior. I think he's a senior. I think he's going to graduate anyway, but he's going to the NBA draft. I see him being like a late first rounder, early second round pick. Yeah. But this dude, Paolo Banchero, the star player for Duke, he reminds me a lot of Tracy McGrady. What's up, Jersey Ham? Jersey Hammer says, yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. Kansas gets that white dude from UNC in foul trouble, or that flagrant 2, UNC will collapse. Yeah. If Kansas, if Kansas put Jersey Hammer, you said that white dude, I think you mean Brady Manick from North Carolina. If Kansas had Brady Manick in foul trouble, yeah. Kansas could win. And not only that, but Kansas have a player, a guard, named Ochi Abaji, some African dude. Ochi Abaji. He played today against Villanova and whooped their ass. This dude is nice. Let me show you guys this guy. Ochai Abaji, whatever his name is. Let me see. Let me show you. This dude right here. This dude right here. This dude is nice. He was whooping ass earlier tonight, when Kansas played against Villanova. I don't think UNC has what it takes to stop this guy on a defensive front. And he's going to the draft this year also. This guy right here. This guy's nice. And also Kansas got that big man, that center in the middle, David McCormick. That guy was whooping ass too. See, earlier in that Kansas game, that Kansas versus Villanova game, the strategy that Kansas's coach used against Villanova is that they use their big men early. Like that center, David McCormick. Bill Self, the coach for Kansas, his strategy was to have his center score early because Kansas was a way bigger team than Villanova. Villanova don't have, they're an undersized team that's guard heavy. Villanova is a team that rely a lot on their guards to play well. So they didn't have a lot of size, but Kansas had the size. And that big man in the middle for Kansas, David McCormick, was whooping ass, but this guy was whooping ass also. I mean, for some reason, I won't say for some reason, but I understand Villanova's defensive strategy. Because the center for Kansas was playing so good early on and was dominating in the paint early on. You see, he was being double and triple teamed. And this guy right here that I'm showing you right now, what's his name? Ochai Abaji, whatever his name is, Ochai Abaji. This nigga was wide open and just was shooting 3 after 3-point shots. This kid is nice right here. This guy's going to the league. I think he's a sophomore. He's out of there. He's going straight to the NBA this year. Him, Palabon, Chero, all these guys, they're going straight to the NBA. Yeah. But the guy that I just showed you in the screenshot, I don't think that defensively North Carolina has anything for him. I don't think any player in North Carolina can actually guard him defensively. I don't think so. Yeah, Kansas, no. And Kansas has the bigger guards too. The guards for Kansas, they way bigger and stronger, much more athletic than the guards for North Carolina. But let's see what happens on Monday, though. Yeah. Oh, okay, so y'all don't want to. Oh, y'all don't want to step right up? Y'all don't want to come on the panel? Let me see. I put the link out there in the chat. Nobody want to come on the panel and speak? All right, that's cool. That's cool. Let me post this screenshot. What is screen share? Yo, this is from NBADraftRoom.com, where there's a mock draft. Okay, in this mock draft, which is the 2022 mock draft, where in this website, they predict which team's going to get the number 1 draft pick. So in this website, there's plenty of websites that have these mock drafts, but in this website, it's predicted that the Orlando Magic will have the number one draft pick this year. And it's predicted that Jabari Smith Jr. from Auburn will be the number 1 draft pick. Then, according to this website, they predict that the Rockets will have the 2nd pick and will pick Chet Holmgren from Gonzaga. Okay, so in this mock draft, they have Paolo Banchero of Duke to be picked as the number 4 pick. Okay. All right, so okay, he's being drafted as a power forward, but Paolo Banchero is not a power forward. He can probably play Paolo Banchero. This. Okay, they're wrong about. Okay, this website is wrong about Paolo Banchero because according to this website, they once again, like I said, they list him as a power forward, right? But when Paolo Banchero goes to the league, I don't think he's going to play that much of the power forward position. He's a small forward. This guy's a bona fide small forward in the NBA, even though he's 6'10". Like Paolo Banchero reminds me a lot of a big Tracy McGrady. He plays just like him. A big slim guy with excellent guard skills and who's very athletic. That's Tracy McGrady, who could shoot and who could score from anywhere on the floor. That's Tracy McGrady. Okay, but in this website, they compare Paolo Banchero to Chris Webber and Blake Griffin, which is that's bullshit. That's bullshit. Paolo Banchero is nowhere. His style of play is nowhere close to Chris Webber or Blake Griffin. Nah. Chris Webber and Blake Griffin, they're straight up back to the basket players. Where Paolo Banchero is not much of a back to the basket player. He's more of a perimeter and baseline player. Just like Tracy McGrady. Oh man. So they have Adrian Griffin Jr. or AJ Griffin from Duke being the number 7th pick. In this mock draft. Oh man. Now, but I think, okay, if the Magic does have the number 1 pick, I still think they'll pick Paolo Banchero. I don't think they'll pick Jabari Smith Jr. over Paolo Banchero. That is if the Magic had the number 1 draft pick. I don't think so. I'll stop sharing this. All right, Joe. Man, that's all I have to say. Yeah, my prediction was wrong. I'll take the L for tonight. But damn, this was one hell of a good game. This was actually one hell of a great NCAA tournament. This tournament in itself was a very good tournament. This was a good year for March Madness. All right, man. So, all right, peace out.